His truck is super badass. Honestly, one that I kind of drool over. It's pretty popular on Instagram. It's a super badass truck. And there's a spoolie boy down there, right?
Yep.
Full on race truck in here. You got the Lawrence GPS.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are in the same shop as last week's walk around video, and we are going to be going over my buddy Logan's truck. He's the one who kind of built the Jeep that we just went over last week. His truck is super badass and another really, I think, unique looking and unique build. Honestly, one that I kind of drool over. It's pretty popular on Instagram. It's a super badass truck. So I guess without further ado, let's just get into it. All right, Logan, so I guess let's just start with the basics. Let's go over year, make, model, and you know, kind of how you got it, what it started as. And
yeah, 85 Toyota pickup, extended cab. Got it from some old guy's backyard.
Bone stock?
Bone stock.
Hell yeah.
It ran. We tried to drive it home, made it about 2 miles, and it died, and we had to have it towed, but that's how it started. And then I did, you know, just the typical RCVs, you know, built the Toyota axles as much as you can.
Yep.
And then kept blowing up Toyota cases, so I put an Atlas in it. Went to the King of Hammers once, and I was like, yeah, I gotta build one of these things. So I literally brought it home that next week, started cutting it apart.
Really?
Yep.
So you went to KOH and saw all the other badass Ultra4 cars, and you're like, I gotta get on that level.
Yeah, well, I want something like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it a full body rig though. That was my big thing. I didn't want it to be just a tube chassis.
Yeah. Which, I mean, from first glance, it looks like a tube chassis. Is there any frame rail left at all in this thing?
It was about 4 feet under there, which, hindsight, I wish I would have just cut it all out.
That's exactly how I feel about mine. You know, I've got tube at the firewall and then tube at the rear of the cab, and I'm like, why didn't I just do the whole thing? What am I doing? So, if you're watching and you're considering doing that, that's a pretty repeatable story about anyone who's ever tubed the front half or back half of their truck. Just tube chassis the whole thing.
Yeah, just start over.
Learn from our mistakes. All right, so sick. Let's start with the front axle here. I really love the like a neon yellow accent, whatever color that is, cream. Really pops. It looks killer.
It's an old school Ford color, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I used to be a big Coors fan, Coors Banquet. I used to drink a lot of it, and I literally walked in the powder coat lady over at Everlast Powder Coating and handed her a can. I said, I want these colors.
So this is all powder coat?
Yep, all powder coat.
Oh, is the axle powder coated?
No, the axle's painted, but just all this stuff that's got color on it's all powder coat.
That explains why. I mean, we were just talking about that when I got here. I'm like, how do you keep your shit looking so nice?
Yeah.
It's powder coated.
All
mine's rattle can, and I got to touch it up every 2 trips.
Yeah. I definitely put like 4 coats of paint on the axles though.
So another Kingpin 60.
Yep.
Pretty sweet. And then what truss is this?
That is Barnes.
Barnes truss.
Barnes,
It's a little different. I like that. It looks really clean.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it how it kind of came in pieces, and I did a little modification to it here and there. But for the most part, it was a great truss. Fit really nice.
And then a homemade ram mount.
Yep. Leftover link tubing.
Yeah. So this is quarter wall.
Yep.
Beefy.
Yeah.
Which it kind of has to be. I mean, you were actually saying it. Even 2-inch quarter wall, it still bends in the rocks. So build your ram mounts serious, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. And then what do you have for axle shafts in the front of this?
They're the Yukons with the chrome mullets with the super joints in them.
Super joint. And then are they 35 spline outers?
Yeah, 35 spline. Yep.
Pretty sweet. Super joints too. Freaking balling out over here.
Yeah.
I haven't made that jump yet. I'm still on the Spicer
Every
train.
once in a while, Amazon will have crazy deals on them.
I think I paid under $1,100 for shafts with super joints.
Whoa, really?
Shipped to my door, yeah.
That's like cheaper than I paid for shafts.
I was worried it was a scam.
Yeah. Okay, and then you've got a Ballistic Fab diff cover. Same ones as me, actually.
Yeah.
I love those. They're freaking beef. And then what gears are you running?
538s.
And locker?
It is a Yukon competition air locker.
Competition air locker. What does that mean?
Yeah, so that way, when you lose your air pressure, if you have any issues internally, it automatically defaults to full lock.
Whoa. That's a thing?
Yeah. Yep.
You're blowing my mind. That's the first I've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
I had ARBs before all of, my old 44 had ARBs, and I had so many problems with the airlines and them not locking and stuff, and like leaving me stranded on the trail.
Yeah.
That when I went to 1-tons, I was like, F lockers, we are welding the diffs. That's crazy. I did not know that was a thing. You can just buy that?
Yeah, so I don't know if you ever saw that Ultra4 truck that I built, the red one. It had a competition locker in it. I didn't know they were a thing either, and then I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I'll never go to a standard air locker again.
All right, let's look at these super sick tires and wheels. So 43-inch SX stickies.
Yep.
And I know that because these are my dream tire right here. These are the tires that I want so bad. What are your thoughts on these?
I'm super happy with them, honestly.
Yeah?
They've been really good. They do really good in the snow, which around here we do a lot of snow wheeling.
Yep.
I mean, you can air them down. They get a lot of squish to them.
Yeah, they get good bulge still, and they're super tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody knows these tires party in the rocks. That's that's their bread and butter. It's a rock tire, rock bouncer tire. But I think a little known fact is they also party in the snow pretty hard.
Yeah.
So
I think for an all-around tire for where we live, these and the Mickeys, the sticky Mickeys, are the best tires you can go for.
Right. If only they weren't a fortune to buy. That's the downside. But I mean, honestly, everything is too. 42-inch IROCs cost an arm and a leg these days too. They're $1,000 a corner still. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful tires. And then what wheels are these? KMC?
Yeah, KMCs.
And you had these wheels powder coated as well?
Yes. Yep.
That's pretty sick. Really unique look, and
it's different.
Pops. What hubs or drive flanges are these?
They're a Summit machine.
Never heard of that.
They're a smaller company, but they do a lot of custom aluminum stuff. You know? A lot of.
Is that a local company?
No. You see a lot of the guys that run aluminum links come from Summit Machine.
Okay, yeah.
And then they did this custom winch fair lead for me too.
Oh, sick. Don't worry, I pulled out. All right, yeah, super sick. And then let's go over shocks. So you got these big old 2.5 14s?
16s.
16s,
yep.
Kings. Pretty nice. And the big boy 2.5 bump stops.
Yeah, locked off-road bump stops
Nice.
from the rear.
I run locked bumps on mine as well, but I don't have these big dogs. These make me feel inadequate. They're so ginormous.
They're pretty good. I definitely, you know, most people run 200 PSI in them, and I do not, because they are too stiff for that.
Yeah. And those are 3-inch, aren't they?
4.
4?
Yep, 4s.
Pretty sick. How's the ride on that? You happy with?
It's good. I did a lot of talking with AccuTune. I had AccuTune set these up, and they probably hated me with how much I was calling them and talking to them about it.
Did you buy them from AccuTune?
Yeah, I bought them from AccuTune, had them tune it to the best that we could figure out, you know, talking over the phone.
Just over the phone?
Yeah.
Have you had them apart since then?
I have not, no.
Have not?
No, they've been really good. I'm super happy with how it rides.
Have you had it in the dunes much?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Quite a lot, yeah.
And how's it go through the whoops?
Good,
Yeah?
It does pretty good.
Nice.
I got a couple videos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll throw some videos of this thing going through the whoops here. Well, we'll definitely have to get out and go to the dunes this summer and
play around
get some shots of us side by side going through the whoops. That'd be super sick.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Let's go to the back and check out the rear axle here. All right, Logan, let's see. What do we have? A 14 bolt back here.
Yeah, old shaved 14 bolt.
Shave with Ballistic 5 shave kit. That's the same one I have.
Yep.
I think that's the best shave kit on the market, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's sad that they're going out of business.
I actually saw a post. Some other local 4x4 guys bought it, and they're going to keep everything alive.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
So that's super awesome.
Yeah, I like their products. They
me
got
too.
Good stuff.
I've got quite a bit of their stuff. Anyways, 538 gears.
Yep. Spool
in the rear. Okay, so not the competition air locker.
No.
That's the same setup I would have done had I known that was a thing.
Yeah.
Spool in the rear, air locker in the front. Sweet. And then disc brake conversion. Who's that from on this?
Lug nut off-road.
Lug nut 4x4
or whatever. Yeah.
And then what's this truss? I've never seen that. before.
That is a Barnes truss. It was a full-length truss that I cut down.
Oh, okay. That explains why it's different looking. Why did you cut it down?
I was trying to save weight. I was really going for corner balancing on this, and every time I have ever seen a 14-bolt tube brake, it's always at the pumpkin.
Yep.
Always see them pull tubes out, or they'll rotate or spin.
Yep.
So I don't really see the point in having it all the way out of the end. I'm sure you could bend it, I'm sure, but.
Fun fact, mine goes all the way to the end, and it's bent.
Wow, that's impressive.
There you have it.
I stand corrected.
I actually have to use a floor jack on like the very edge of my axle shaft to get it to line up to get the bolts in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's super. I mean, it's a boat anchor though, so you know you're saving weight for sure, and you still get the spot to do your link mounts up top. So you kind of it does everything you need it to. And then. What, does this have a pinion guard on it?
Yes, yep.
Okay, yeah, with a bridge. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask, because I think my Artec truss, I think that's like a key component on keeping these 14 bolts alive is the bridge to pinion guard, tying all that together, you know, making sure that doesn't spin the tubes and stuff. Super cool, super beefy. I mean, stock shafts.
Yep.
Stock shafts. Everybody's running stock shafts with the 14 bolts, it seems.
Hey man, they seem to work.
Yeah,
so.
don't fix what's not broken, you know? Why spend money on it? What's this sway bar back here? What brand is that?
It's a Curry anti-rock, yeah.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I've ripped the mounts off a few times, but I can't keep the heim joints tight to save my life because this thing just flexes more than they can handle.
Yeah.
You know, they're always coming loose, and sway bars are nice, you know, when you're mobbing gravel roads, trying to keep up with your buddies.
They are a game changer. I feel like people sleep on the sway bar mod. Like it's everyone's like last thing they need, you know, and it shouldn't be. Like, are the links all powder coated too?
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's really nice. I wish I did that. Super nice. And then bump stops in the rear. These are different. These are not locked bump stops. What are these?
These are KMC.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was just kind of a guy doing it out of his garage. They were super cheap, and I was like, I'll try them out. And
they honestly kind of look like the locked, just a hair smaller.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bump stop. It's pretty generic design, you know.
Yep.
One of them did leak on me, and I sent it back to him, and he rebuilt it and sent it back.
Is he a local guy?
No, I think I can't remember. He's out east somewhere. I don't remember the exact state, but He took care of them, paid for shipping and everything. So
nice. And then shocks in the rear, 14, 16s?
16s.
16-inch 2.0 Kings with the Resis again back here. Again, tuned by AccuTune, it looks like.
Yep.
So really nice shock package on this thing. How much up travel are you running back here?
I'm running anywhere from 8 to 10.
I'll say it looks like an ass load.
Yeah, depending on how full the gas tank is.
That's exactly how mine is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sits about 9 with an empty tank and about 7 with a full tank.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about ride quality, so I don't mind it being taller. But I also
Honestly, it's not even that tall though.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to have that much up travel with how low this thing sits.
we had it parked next to a stock JK over the weekend, and it was the same height.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
Well, that explains why you say it boogies through the whoops if it has that much up travel in the front. Did we cover how much up travel it had in the front? How much do you have in the front?
It's still same area, anywhere from
So if those are 3-inch bumps, you're about 6, looks like maybe.
6-7 inches where
Yeah.
I kind of try and ride.
Can we pop the hood and go over what's under there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at how far back that thing is. Holy moly, dude.
Yeah. Stuffed it back 8 inches from where the factory location was.
Yeah.
Tried to get everything behind the front axle.
Yep. I think that's a really critical thing that a lot of people overlook. Getting the weight, the center of gravity low and back. What engine is this?
This is a 3RZ.
3RZ.
Yep. 2.7 liter.
And there's a spoolie boy down there, right?
Yep.
How big's that turbo?
It's a 3076 dual ball bearing.
And how much boost are you making with that?
15 right now.
15.
Yep, 15
Savage.
pounds. Yep.
Have you had this thing on the dyno?
I have. Yep.
What's it making?
It made 216 and was it 230 something torque? Yeah.
That's to the wheels?
To the wheels on 43s.
That's more than my LS made, just for reference.
It's pretty rowdy.
That's pretty rowdy for how small of an engine that is.
Yeah, I got the R35 coil packs, Paradise Racing fuel rail, and then I custom built the intake manifold, and then obviously the front mount intercooler and everything.
Yeah. Rad. And it sounds wicked. I mean, the sound of this thing is definitely one of my favorite parts of this truck. It makes all the right noises. It sounds awesome. I didn't realize it made that much power. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, it does really good. Get a little turbo legs. The turbo's a little bigger, but
that's all right. You'll have that.
Still fun.
It's a necessary evil.
It's definitely a different driving style than like a typical wheeler. You gotta kind of stay in the R's
Keep
and
it in the
stuff.
pipe.
Yeah.
Super rad and beautiful tube work up front too. So
no, thank you.
You can see the frame cut off at the firewall. It's all tube. Lots of room for up travel. Really stout shock mounts. The cage work goes through the firewall to the interior cage. Super stout. I mean, just full on race truck stuff up here.
And I can design the whole cab to where it can do the 6-liter trick and the cab can come off. There's 4 bolts up front and then there's 6 in the back and the whole cab comes off.
Really? So if you roll it, you're not
cab
SOL.
swapping. Yep.
That's pretty trick. Yeah, I don't have that luxury. If I roll mine, I'm cutting the like A pillar and B pillar off and buying another cab and welding it on.
Yeah.
I also like how tucked away your winch is. It's like totally hidden inside there. That's super rad. It's really, really nice stuff in here. Killer work, dude.
Always playing the game of, approach angle, getting the engine back, just trying to make everything fit in one package is always challenging.
All right, and then covering the back half here. So the tubes come through the back of the cab and through the firewall here, and to this rad back half, full on truggy race truck stuff. You got your exhaust, your teardrop kicking out, looks awesome. Really, really rad work back here. How much does this thing weigh? Have you ever had it on scales?
We haven't, we want to.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what it weighs and what the corner bouncing is on it.
Yeah, I've been asked that a million times on mine, and I have no answer. I don't know.
I'm hoping for under 5,000 pounds.
Same, but I doubt it for mine anyways. Yeah. I've got a lot more body left than you do. But how big is this fuel cell?
If I remember correctly, it's a 23-gallon Jazz fuel cell.
Yeah.
Holley fuel mat, like we were talking about earlier, is almost a necessity nowadays.
Gotta have that.
Yeah.
Big rear-mounted radiator. This thing's massive for how small that engine is. That's large.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's custom.
Homemade radiator.
Not homemade, it's a universal one that we just I
work.
modified to make work with how I wanted it to.
And then the same, I think that's the exact same fan I have, actually.
It works good. I can.
Yeah, it rips.
I can beat the piss out of this thing for hours in the middle of summer, and it has never gotten over 185.
Nice. Even in the dunes?
Nope.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And then you got a cool little storage right here. How do you open this guy?
Yeah, just like that.
Got all your stuff.
Yeah, air compressor, spare tools, oil, all the necessities.
That's pretty clean. You made that, eh?
I did. Yeah. Again. Originally, it was going to be a beer cooler, but then I decided to have somewhere to put stuff.
Again,
nice.
super clean work. I mean, that feels so nice. The way it's just.
Yeah, got gas shocks on it. So
as it should. Feels like it's got a seal around it too. It's like it's just dialed. We didn't cover trans and TK, so what do you have on that?
W Series tranny. It's got all the old school Marlin crawler parts in it. Hopefully it holds up. Still is now. I just put a new 6-sprung ACT clutch in it. Just Atlas. It's the 2.7 and then the 3.8 and then 10-to-1.
So it's a 4-speed Atlas?
Yeah, 4-speed Atlas.
Oh, really? Balling out.
Yeah, but you almost have to have that with the manual, I feel like.
I had the 2-speed on my old setup with the manual, and it was fine, it worked. But I'm so much happier with the 4-speed. I'm so glad I went that route, I'll never go back, that's for sure, So that's super cool. So I'm sorry, what gear ratio did you say the Atlas was?
It's 2.7 and then 3.8.
3.8.
And then 10-to-1 final drive.
Yep. So it's a 3.8 Atlas. All right, so crawling underneath this thing, you've got a full-on flat belly.
The AR500 plate.
AR500, wow, so we could shoot this thing if you were to roll it.
Yeah.
And then nice tube cross member here for all your link mounts and stuff.
Yep.
Pretty solid work, clean. I wish you could see a little more, but full flat belly. There's not a whole lot to see underneath here, really.
No, it's all, everything's tucked in this thing as tight as it can possibly be.
Yeah.
You should have seen us pulling this tranny out. It was a good time.
Pull the bell housing off of it.
Yeah, it was like trying to do one of those Rubik's Cubes to get this thing out of there.
Can you get the tranny out with this here?
Yeah.
Do you have to just like shimmy it out the back?
You have to take it apart, take the Atlas off and everything.
Yep. Is the rear the same way? Just solid mounted tube across there?
Yep.
And then how big is this tube out of curiosity? This is inch 3/4 run 20 wall?
120 wall, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably going to come back and redesign that, honestly, because I've had some issues with some cracking.
Yep, that's what I was going to get
areas.
at. I've seen 120 wall link mounts tear.
Yeah.
So all of mine, I did 1/4 wall on the link mount stuff.
Yeah, I kind of want to design something like what's in Andrew's truck.
Yeah.
Make it drop out and everything.
Super nice drive lines. These 1350.
Yep, 1350.
Who does these?
Driveline Express, Logan Clark.
Nice, yeah, really clean work. These look killer.
2-piece front, carrier bearing.
I see that, yeah. Pretty nice, all U-bolt style. That's the necessity, you gotta have that. Let's talk about your rock sliders here. What are, these go to the frame, right?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty clean work. And then your cage goes through and lands on all of those, I assume?
Yeah, it all ties in. Everything's all tied in. And then you have just the couplers here, inside, outside, so that you can still pull the cab.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask how that worked. And I see the cabs cut all the way down. That's so it kind of just like shimmies over the top of it then.
Yeah, it just all sets over everything.
Nice. All right, well let's go through the interior where there's some real race truck magic going on in here. This thing looks insane on the inside. There is not much Toyota left in here. Where's my flashlight? Yeah, full on race truck in here. You got the Lawrence GPS, no dash, just the necessities. Yeah. Lightweight and easy to work on, maintain.
Yeah, every panel's removable. I can service stuff super easy.
Pretty rad.
Has a full race spec chassis harness from Hardstock Motorsports.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah, Link ECU, has a ECU Masters PDM controlling all electronics, rugged radios.
Yep.
AIM dash, full dash display.
Yeah, really rad dash actually.
Yeah.
Killer cage work, looks really nice. All the tubes look dialed and really solid welded, and again, all of the necessity tubes are there. It's for the most part, it's not a sealed cab, but I mean, you're not gonna get dirty. It's not a buggy, it's a truck still.
You'll be clean and warm.
Yep. Let's go over the shifters here. So you've got your reduction box, your front and rear, T-case, and then this is your trans shifter.
Yep.
So very similar to my setup. Pretty rad. And then you've got a Switch Pros?
No, this is
knockoff Switch Pros. What is that?
This is part of the AM PDM system, so
Oh,
it's
really?
all. It's similar to Switch Pros, just like a higher, more developed design.
Yeah.
Sorry, it shows tits when the screen comes on.
that'll-
It's got just a better design. You can fully program it with the computer and everything. It's all mounted back there. But like you have dual stage buttons. You know, same with the air compressor. It'll tell you when it's compressed. Same with the diff lock.
Dang, that's like really nice.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Wow.
You can have multiple position for the windshield wipers, high beams, low beams. It's
Wow, yeah, really nice. And then seats, you got the Sparkos in here. Are they comfy? You like them?
I mean, I wouldn't call them comfy, but they
hold you in.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah.
you where you want to be.
You still got the door panels, which shocks me.
Try to keep her a little stock
Yeah, gotta
looking,
have
you
some
know?
Toyota left, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, killer work in here. Looks rad, looks race truck, and again, just the necessities, right? Really
Yeah.
sticking with that lightweight. You know, if it's not needed, get rid of it.
100%.
Theme. You know, you got the hoon handle, so you can do
Yeah.
some fun drifty stuff with that. I really would like to get one of those. I have no room for it. There's nowhere.
You can make it fit. We'll make it fit.
I've
they
debated.
are the nicest thing.
I've debated putting mine like up on the roof. Yeah, so you reach up there because that's literally the only spot I have at this point. I'd have to ditch my center console basically.
Oh yeah, it's awesome too. Like you're going like down a steep grade or something. You don't want to be using your front brakes, you know. So you can just drag the rear all the way down it.
I guess all that's left is to drive it. Can we drive it?
Let's go drive it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm super excited to ride in this one, guys. This thing sounds nasty.
Yeah. That's why I have headsets. It's so loud on the inside.
It's loud on the inside.
Oh yeah.
It sounds killer on the outside. The spool is wicked on this thing.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh shit, do I get to wear some headset?
Oh, you're gonna want them.
I'm gonna want them? Oh shit, I've literally never worn them before.
It'll automatically like pick up your voice too.
Wow, yeah.
Nice.
They won't be able to hear that, but it's crazy. I feel like I'm in a cockpit in here.
Yeah.
Big old GPS. It's not as tight in here as I was expecting.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I've totally got room. It feels like a race truck though. I'm full race truck vibes.
Yeah.
We're hitting big speed bumps. They can't even tell. Here's big speed bumps. Like it's nothing. Feels like it drives really nice too. I kind of expected these tires to not drive this good on the road.
Yeah, they do really good if you keep 15 pounds in them on the road.
Yeah, they're nice. What gear are we in here? We're in
We're in single low right now.
single low. Okay. There you go. It feels like it's breaking up a little bit here and there.
Yeah, it's breaking up. It's still kind of cold.
Yeah. Feels planted, like really stable.
All the cool turbo.
Yeah. If it doesn't make cool noises, I don't even want to ride in it.
Yeah.
All right, Logan, I think that's pretty much it. I think we've covered everything. So yeah, I think we're gonna sign off. Thanks again for letting me come out and film you guys' trucks. If anybody's looking for some work, are you taking on any projects or anything like that?
Yeah, here and there, you know.
Yeah, where can they hit you up, on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram's fine, yeah.
All right, I'll just put his Instagram right here, and if you guys are looking for, you know, full build projects or just like exhaust pipe, stuff like that, or, you know, any kind of Lincoln trucks and stuff, he does killer work, as you guys can see here. We'll have to, once the snow comes back, we got to get back out, and especially this summer, we got to go to the dunes.
Yeah.
I think it'll be awesome to get all of us together. It'll be rad. All right, that's gonna about do it. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to hit up my website, shopbackyardbeaters.com. Get yourself some merch. I got hats, stickers, sweatshirts, anything you need, you name it. And see you in the next one.